Hey everybody, I just got back from CES 2024, and in this video we're going to be breaking down all the new power station stuff that I found at CES. Okay guys, we're here at the EcoFlow booth, so let's go ahead and check out some of the stuff they have to offer this year. So the first thing I've noticed here is the new EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra. So right here they have it connected up to the smart home panel too. They have one inverter with two batteries, so this is a 12 kilowatt system. Now one of the things that I really love about these are the connections for the batteries. You can see how slim these wire connectors are. They don't pop out and take up a ton of space like the other ones. So they also have two of the EcoFlow Ultras that are connected together for the 50 amp 240 volt output. Now if you're looking for something a little bit smaller than the EcoFlow Delta Ultra, you can still get the Delta Pro. Now they still connect together to give you 240 volts. They're a little bit more portable, and they still have a ton of power inside. I love that they have the 30 amp output on the front, so for your RV. And they do have expansion batteries that can connect them together as well. Now this is the first time I've seen this 400 watt EcoFlow glass rigid panel in person. This looks really close to my 410 watt panels that I have on my carport. Really nice build quality here. You can see you got the 10 bus bars, 9 bus bars I haven't counted, and the half cut cells. And also they have their portable panels. This is the bifacial 220, and then moving over to the other side, you got some of the larger panels that they're hanging up. So right here we have the EcoFlow power kits. Now we just had a presentation from Zach from Jackery Everything. He installed these into his underground bunker, so it's pretty cool to see him using that. Now with this you get a combination of DC and AC output, which is pretty sweet. Lots of different options. You can get up to 15 kilowatt hours with these 5K batteries. Hey guys, check this out. Wall-mounted home batteries coming soon. So right here on the top, we have an inverter and 3 ginormous LFP batteries below that. So pretty cool that these, they say that these are coming soon. I don't have any details about this, but they're pretty slim. So that's basically everything that I found at the EcoFlow booth. The main thing was the EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra. Okay, so this is the Bluetti booth. Let's go ahead and see what they have inside. Okay guys, so this is the new premium lineup from Bluetti. So the thing that's nice about the premium lineup is these are available in retail sales. So you'll see these in stores, and these are the boxes that they're gonna look like. Now these are upgraded a little bit, so you actually get some nicer features. So you have the IP65 rating on the 240p. You have the AC60p, which is also the IP rated model. And then you have the expansion battery, that's the B80. But look at this, this is the AC180p. And you'll notice that this is actually a little bit bigger on the capacity versus the AC180. And then you have the AC200pL. So look at that guys, a little bit more capacity. So this is just like the AC200L, but it has a little bit upgraded capacity on it, things like that. So these are a new premium lineup that you're gonna see in stores. So right here we have the new AC240. And look at this guys, 12 volt, 30 amp output. Awesome to see that guys, awesome to see that. We also have a 12 volt cigarette plug. Looks like there are 2 USB-Cs, USB-As. We have a RV 30 amp output, well 30 amp socket, but it looks like it has a 2400 watt inverter. A couple AC plugs, and then obviously we have the new battery expansion, which is the B210. So it looks like this does have a 12 volt socket, USB ports. It does have DC input. There's some DC input there. Expansion battery options here. Multiple connections, pretty interesting. I'll have to check this one out for sure. So right here we have the new AC180T. Now this one's really cool guys, take a look at this. So as you open this up, it actually has hot swappable batteries. These are 716 watt hour lithium iron phosphate batteries, and it can take 2 of them. So you get around 1.5 kilowatt hours. These just pop right out, and they have a little indicator on how full they are. And then also on the screen here, you can just see all the other information. So you have a 12 to 60 volt input. I'm guessing this is going to be somewhere around 500 watts. You have your 12 volt output, a bunch of different USB ports, USB-C, 100 watt ports, USB-A ports. And then the inverter is around 1800 watts. So really cool to use these hot swappable batteries. So right here we have Bluetti's brand new 12 volt fridge, and this thing looks really slick. So I like the design. It is a single zone fridge, very simple. And this one has a built-in ice maker. Now the benefit to this ice maker is it has a self-cleaning mode, and it does not get mold in it. So really cool settings there. Now this also uses the same battery as the AC180. So this is just sitting in here, but this takes the same hot swappable battery that I showed you just a second ago. So 716 watt hour LFP battery in a fridge. That is so cool. Now over here, this one's not powered up, but the screen would be here. You have your ice maker here. And then you actually have DC out, which is a USB port and USB-C port. And then you actually have solar in. So I think this takes 200 watts of solar in, 12 to 24 volts. So pretty cool. I definitely want to check this one out later on the channel. So I found another fridge that actually has a battery installed. So the screen doesn't stay on very long, but 33 degrees. It looks like the battery's 21% and it's estimating around 25 hours until it shuts off. And right here, here's the battery. Let's open this up. There's that same battery that I saw earlier. Man, that's kind of cool, these hot swappable batteries. So some pretty cool new stuff with Bluetti this year. I am definitely going to have to just start doing some testing on some products and see what I can get my hands on. Really interesting with this AC240 and also the modular stuff. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think about it. So I'm here at the Pecron booth where they have a couple different models I want to show you guys. So this one right here is the E300. So pretty small, but you can see it's a different design. So instead of having like kind of the bumpers that pop out, this one's completely smooth. And it also has different color bumpers. So you can go with black or yellow or blue or whatever. So that's kind of cool. These slide off and you can actually replace that. So that's a cool little model. Moving on to the most exciting option, the E3600. So a lot of people are excited to learn about this one. So this is a 3,600 watt inverter. It has the 30 amp RV output with your 120 volt connections. And this has 3,072 watt hours of capacity LFP. What's really exciting about this is you have 1,200 watts here, 1,200 watts here. These both have 150 volt limits. So you can get 2,400 watts of solar here at 150 volts for each input. So tons of solar on this. So you have your high DC output, which is an XT60. You have a barrel plug and also a 12 volt socket and a bunch of different USBs. So you have a 100 watt USB-C port. Now coming over to the side, this is a dummy model, so this is kind of just empty. But over here, one of the really cool things, guys, look at this. You have your AC input. So this is 120 volts input at 30 amps. So I'm guessing you have some smart app connectivity to change that, but you do have fast charging on this. This is, like I said, this is a dummy model, so your circuit protector, connection port, things like that, grounding lug, and then your expansion batteries. Now for the actual expansion batteries, you can see over here that you can have two large units for 240 volt output, and each one of these ports supports two batteries. So each one can do 4 batteries. So you could have 8 batteries total with 2 units connected together for split phase output. So for the actual production date, they're looking around March. And the price is going to be really good on this, guys. They said around $18.99. Now that's not a final price, but can you imagine that much power, battery capacity for only $18.99? Now it might be higher, it might be lower. That's the price that they were able to give me. So really cool. I know a lot of people are excited for this product. So now we're here at the Goal Zero booth. Let's go ahead and see what they have to check out this year. So right here we have the newest option from Goal Zero. This is the Yeti Pro 4000. This thing is a complete beast. So I really like the display on this. It's a really nice LED clean display. And down here we have a bunch of USB options. We have a 3,600 watt inverter, and then we have some 12 volt output. Now on the back for inputs, you have your fast internal AC charging with a low high switch. You also have a decent solar with 145 volts input, and you have your low solar right here for just their normal 12 volt solar panels. You have your 30 amp output. This port is for connecting 2 together for 240. Then you also have your high DC output. This is where you actually connect up the expansion batteries. You have a grounding lug and some circuit breakers. So the price on this at launch is $39.99. So it's going to seem it's right around $1 per watt hour. So this is what the 4000 Pro looks like with the expansion batteries. They stack up here. And they actually have this going off into a transfer switch. So lots of different options with running this with your house. So we also have Goal Zero launching 2 brand new 12-volt fridges. So this one right here is a 50-liter single zone. Has an LG compressor. And then over here we have a dual zone. This is an 80-liter. So got 2 different zones, freezer, fridge. This is a beast. And they're also launching a bunch of different new LFP power stations. And I really like this cover here. So you can get all of those covered up. These are outdoor rated. So they have, this one is the 300, and then they have a 500 and a 700. So those are all kind of the same form factor, just a little bit taller for the bigger batteries. Okay, so here we're at the Jackery booth. Let's go ahead and see what they have going on here. So the first thing that I see here in the Jackery booth is this kind of Mars rover looking thing with built-in solar panels. So it looks like they explore further with Jackery Solar, and they call this the Jackery Solar Generator Mars Bot. So kind of just like this prototype of some sort of battery with wheels and built-in solar. So the other thing I noticed here in their booth is this rooftop tent with these built-in solar panels. They advertise 1,000 watts of solar on top, and it integrates with your power station, so that's kind of cool. So here are some of the details on that rooftop tent. I'm not sure if this is going to be production at all, but just wanted to show you guys what it is. So now I've ran into the Yoshino booth, and they have something super exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, this is the B6000, and we've seen some really cool changes on this. So this is the 2nd gen Yoshino. First thing you'll notice, this has 240 volt output. So this has a 6,000 watt inverter. You can put out 120 volts at 30 amps down here. This is not final design, this is just kind of a really working prototype. And then 240 volts down at the bottom. Really nice screen. I really like the way that this works. It is a touch screen and a bunch of different settings. So adjustable charging, auto shut off settings, idle time, thing like that. We made some recommendations about the USB ports. That's what's nice about coming to this. This is not a final design, and they can actually take some feedback from us. Dual 30 amp output here, guys. Really cool. This is high DC output. And this is where it is the best because they changed this from last year. This currently has 2 solar inputs. So you have a high solar input and a low solar input, up to 4,000 watts, and it has high voltage input. I don't know the exact details yet, but we're thinking somewhere around 240 volt input for solar panels in series. So low PV and high PV, so that's really cool. The other thing that's really cool is this has level 2 EV charging, and also the ability to connect expansion batteries. So they took all the feedback from last year and they put it out on this new device. So this is the solid state 6,000 watt hour and 6,000 watt inverter. Now the cool thing about this is they actually changed the rating for the internal cells, the solid state cells. They're rated at 4,000 cycles till 80% of the original capacity. So you're getting almost more cycles on this now than you are with the lithium iron phosphate battery. So here I'm at Ugreen's booth, and I hear that they have the expansion batteries for the 2200. So let's go ahead and take a look at these expansion batteries. So right here we have the new expansion batteries. So down here is the 2200. And then right here, I really like this. Let me get this to focus. So you have a 100 watt USB-C input. You have 600 watts of solar per battery. And then you also have the DC out of just USB and USB-C. So that is a 100 watt port. So it's great to have those on the actual battery. So you can connect 5 of these batteries to one of the power stations. So if you remember, this power station has 2 600 watt inputs up to 75 volts VOC, so 1,200 watts of solar, and then you can get 600 per battery. That is pretty cool. These actually look pretty good. Now Ugreen is mostly known for little chargers like this. So this right here is the 65 watt GAN charger. So it's got USB-C and USB-A. So they also launched a new lineup for automobiles. So you have a car vacuum, you have a tire inflator, you have even a portable jump starter for a dead battery, and a 300 watt inverter. Now this is super nice quality, guys. Look at this. It's got an XT90 input. Now this one is for 4 liters and smaller, or a 2.5 liter diesel. It charges via USB-C. And this tire inflator is pretty cool too. It charges with USB-C. So we're here at the Anker Solix setup. So let's go ahead and check out the new 3800. Okay, so this is the Solix F3800. So you have the 240 volt output, and you also have the 120 volt output. And this has quite the battery. So this is a almost 4,000 watt hour battery. This is the first time I've seen it in person. It seems pretty slim on its own, and then these are the actual expansion batteries for it. So right here you have a connection that allows you to connect up to a smart home panel, and then down here you have your solar input. Now just remember, you have a 60 volt cutoff for this at 25 amps, so that's kind of a bummer there, but at least you do have solar input here. And this is where you connect up your expansion batteries, which are these right here. The next new thing that I've seen here is this. This is like the F2000, except for it's a little bit upgraded. So this is the F2600. It has more capacity, so 2,560 watt hours versus the 2,048. So they put a more compact battery in here. Pretty much all the same specs except for a larger battery. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the highlights from CES 2024. You'll have to let me know what you have the most interest in. Throw a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see me review this next year. Lots of different stuff coming out from all these different companies. It's pretty exciting. So I'd love to get your guys' thoughts. What power stations would you like to see me test this next coming year? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the quick recap of everything that I saw at CES. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.